Hello, I am Surabhi Mahana, going to teach you about mechatronics of 5th semester Mechanical Engineering. Today we will read about the chapter 3 Actuators. Actuators are devices which convert motion or transform motion. Actuators produce physical changes such as linear and angular displacement. Here we will discuss about different types of actuators. They are mechanical actuators, electrical actuators, hydraulic actuators and pneumatic actuators. So first we will discuss about the mechanical actuators. Mechanical actuators or mechanisms are devices which can be considered to be motion converter, in that they transform motion from one form to another form, such as from rotary motion to linear motion, or we can say from linear motion to rotary motion. So mechanical elements includes the mechanical actuators such as linkages, cam and followers, belt drive, chain drive, etc. These are different types of actuator: mechanical actuator, electrical actuator, hydraulic actuator and pneumatic actuator. Mechanical actuator, otherwise we will call it as mechanisms or mechanical elements. These are an assembly of moving parts performing a complete functional motion. A mechanism is a device designed to transform input force and movement into a desired set of output forces and moment. Mechanisms are generally consist of moving components such as gears and gear trains, belts and chain drives, cam and follower mechanisms, and linkage, as well as friction devices such as brakes and clutch, and structural components such as frame, fasteners, bearings, spring, lubricants and seals, as well as a variety of specialized machine elements such as splines, pins and keys. These all are considered as mechanical actuators. So first we will discuss about structure, or that is also known as frame. It is defined as the combination of rigid or resistance bodies assembled and they having no relative motion in between them and transmit only force. Means the structure are not able to transmit relative motion. They will only transmit force from one part to another part. As we can say, for example, like bridge, houses, truss, all these are considered to be structure or frame. Then I will say about machine. It is defined as a device which receives energy and transforms it into some useful work. If the mechanism is used to transmit power or to do work, then it is known as a machine. Means here we can see, if a mechanism if we will say a thing as mechanism, there should be relative motion. If no relative motion is there, then we will consider it as structure or frame. So we can define machine as a device for transferring and transforming motion and force or power from the input, that is the source, to the output, that is the load. In machine or mechanism, we will discuss the most important part is kinematic link. So kinematic link is a resistant body or assembly of resistant bodies of a machine containing connecting other parts of the machine with relative motion between them. Means a link is a device which is made up of resistance body which is able to connect two parts of machine to transfer the motion from one part to another part. There are three types of link available in order to transmit the motion. They are rigid link, flexible link, fluid link. So these are the types of kinematic link. First we will discuss about rigid link. A rigid link is one which does not undergo any deformation while transmitting the motion. Practically, no rigid links are there. But according to their time limit, means working time limit, we can consider some link as rigid link. Means suppose like crankshaft, piston, etc. are considered to be rigid link. Then flexible link. A flexible link is one which undergoes partial deformation without affecting the transfer of motion. So, some examples of flexible links are ropes, belts, chains, springs, etc. Then fluid link. A fluid link is one which is formed by having a fluid in receptacle and the motion is transmitted through the fluid pressure or compression only. Some examples of fluid links are hydraulic presses, jacks and brakes, etc. Then we will discuss about the kinematic pair. A kinematic pair is a joint of two links that permit relative motion. The relative motion between the element or link need to be completely constrained or successfully constrained. The degree of freedom of a kinematic pair is given by the number of independent coordinates required to completely specify the relative motion. These coordinates are called variables. So first we will discuss about the types of kinematic pair. Generally there are three categories we are dividing the kinematic pair. So according to the nature of relative motion between the links, according to the nature of contact between the links, according to the nature of mechanical arrangement, we are classifying the kinematic pairs. So first we will discuss the types of kinematic pair. So according to nature of relative motion, we have different types of kinematic pair like sliding pair, turning pair, cylindrical pair, rolling pair, spherical pair, helical pair, etc. Then according to the nature of contact, we have two types of kinematic pair, that is lower pair and higher pair. Then according to nature of mechanical constraint, that is two types, closed pair and unclosed pair. So first we will see about the sliding pair. Here in this mechanism we can see two links are there, that is link 1 and link 2, and these are in these two links, when they are forming a pair, only sliding motion is possible between these two links. That means the link 2 can only be slide in between link 1. So this is a sliding pair. This is a turning pair. Here also we have two types, two links are there. Suppose this fixed link is link 1 and the inner cylinder is link 2. So here we can see the link 2 can only be rotated inside the link 1, so that this is a turning pair. Here we can see cylindrical pair. Cylindrical pair means in this both the sliding and turning motion are possible. Here we can see the cylinder, internal cylinder is link 1 and the outside box is, that is link 2. So link 1 can both slide and rotate it inside this link 2, so that this is a cylindrical pair. Then rolling pair. Generally we know that rolling means, that is rotation plus translation. So these two links are making a rolling pair, means both the rotation and translation are possible here. So here we can see that is link A and link B, which is written here, two wheels are there. These members are rotating, and a belt is there which is connecting these two wheels, that is translating on this wheel. Okay, then so this is forming the rolling pair, means the belt is rolling over the wheel. This is spherical pair. Here we can see the link 1 can rotate in 360 degree in link 2. So that this is called spherical pair. What we have seen in the automobile vehicles, the mirror, the rear view mirror, we can see there, that is spherical pair. Then helical or screw pair. When the two elements of a pair are connected in such a way that one element can turn about the other by screw threads, the pair is known as screw pair. For example, knot and bolt arrangement are helical or screw pair. Then lower pair. If a pair in motion has a surface contact between its element, it is called a lower pair. Like, for example, shaft rotating in a bearing or piston moving inside a cylinder, etc. are lower pair. Then higher pair. In a higher pair, there is a line or joint or point contact between the elements of a pair. The contact surface of the two elements are not alike or similar. The examples of higher pairs are a pair of friction discs or two-tooth gearing and belt and rope drives, cam and follower mechanism, ball and roller bearing, etc. Here we can see the cam and follower mechanism. So the contact point between the cam and follower is a point, so that it is a higher pair. Then according to the nature of contact, closed pair and unclosed pair. So closed pair, if the elements of the pair are held together mechanically, they constitute a closed pair. Example, all lower pairs. All lower pairs are closed pair. Then unclosed pair, when the two elements are not held together mechanically, it forms an unclosed pair. The two elements are connected together by gravity or spring force. For example, cam and follower mechanism. This is unclosed pair. Then we will discuss about kinematic chain. When a number of links are connected in space such that the relative motion of any point on a link with respect to any other point on the other link follows a law, the chain is called a kinematic chain. In order to determine whether the assemblage of links and pairs from the kinematic chain or not, the following equations are available. The equation 1, that is L equal to 2p minus 4, where L is number of links, p is number of pair, and the second equation, that is J equal to 3 by 2 into L minus 2, where J equal to number of joints, L equal to number of link. If the above equation is satisfied by any mechanism, then that links form a kinematic chain. If these equations are not satisfied, then we will consider it as simply as a structure or frame. They are not considered to be kinematic chain.